other aspects of my business. And now, like, I'm selling I have a couple of shows I sold, and I have a pretty big movie I'm coming. I mean, just things are happening, and I really equate that to the dedication of Khalyla in me, her investment in me, and my investment in her. And she is the love of my life, and I love her dearly. And she changed me in so many different ways. That being said, we broke up. Yeah, yeah. But anyway,
No, but you're gonna find it in a different way. Stop rubbing your tits.
Welcome back to the studio. I'm a big fan of Bobby Lee. I've been watching a ton of his podcasts, and I've accumulated a couple of clips that I found were interesting. This is not meant to be a video hating on Bobby Lee. I'm a big fan. I love him to death. But I do think he's a great example of certain aspects, or he exemplifies certain things that I see happen all the time with everyone across the board when it comes to hookup culture and online dating apps in general. And another thing is, online dating apps are not the end of the world. Like, you can go ahead and use them. I've used them in the past. I've gotten good results from them. Everything is a tool if you know how to use it. And it's just about education and being smart about how we're using these things to get good results. Bobby was dating a beautiful woman named Khalyla for about 10 years, and he admits that certain things start to go downhill. He's spending less time with her, less attention on her. He's very self-absorbed, and I'm not trying to pick on him again. These are things that we are all doing all the time, that I'm even reminding myself watching these videos like, hey, I should be good about doing or not doing these things when I'm in my own relationship with somebody that I'm trying to court or impress.
what?
Let's talk.
About what?
Well, you tell me if we're allowed to talk about it.
Yeah,
but when I
good.
saw you, you said, because I had said I've never met Khalyla. I'm a fan of hers.
I want to say this, okay? 10 years ago, when I met her on Tinder, my career was in the shitter. I was literally about to get let go of my agency, and I wasn't bringing up any income. I wasn't getting any auditions. I would sporadically over the years, maybe we'll book a pilot or something, right? But it was like nothing really tended to work out for me. And I would see other people rise, and I was literally at a point where I was like, you know what? I got to change something about how I view my business, and not to make it like my number one thing, because, when you make your business your number one thing, there's just a lot of pain that goes along with that, right? And life is not about that. So I, decided to pour my attention into a relationship, and I met Khalyla at the perfect time. And, in many ways, she's the love of my life. She reinvented my career. We started Tiger Belly with nothing. We just bought equipment from Guitar Center, and we just started doing it. And this was about 8, 9 years ago. And it grew, and it helped other aspects of my business. And now, like, I'm selling I have a couple of shows I sold, and, I have a pretty big movie I'm coming. I mean, just things are happening. And I really equate that to, the dedication of Khalyla in me, her investment in me, and my investment in her. And she is the love of my life, and I love her dearly. And she changed me in so many different ways. That being said, we broke up. Yeah. And
I mean, that's just a good joke. The whole build-up, and a good laugh. I mean, one of the greatest comedians out there, definitely.
Years.
yeah, but a lot of things went on, and if people follow the internet, and follow my story, a lot went on in the last year. But it's, honestly, it was mostly my fault, and I'll tell you why. A couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago, before the pandemic, I could see myself out of the relationship in terms of like giving her what she needs. Women, they need cuddles, they need attention, they need intimacy, they need all and I was not giving her anything. I was just playing video games and like watching porn all day, you know what I mean? And she would say, every day, she would cry and be like, what about me? What's going on? And I'd just be like, I'm just not, I don't know, I'm going through something. I would make some sort of excuse, and in the last 2 or 3 years, we had sex maybe twice.
What?
Yeah. And
Bobby
she would
Lee.
always want it, and I just, for some reason, I think getting into a business.
But wait, so you're saying you're not just watching porn, you're jerking off. You're self-satisfying.
No, I watch porn
games.
for the cinematography. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean?
Well, you said watch, bro.
Yeah.
But you're self-satisfying everything. The video games, the comedy, the porn. And she's like, what about me?
Yeah. And
2 to 3 times in 2 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, you reflect at your behavior and what caused all this. And she's getting a lot of things on the internet, you know what I mean? And I have to take 95% of the blame, really, I think. You know, I really believe that. I regret so many things. You know, I regret a lot of things. I'm not even specifically to her. I've regretted things in my life, in my career, in other ways. You know what I mean? There's a lot of regret there. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm just authentically trying to be myself, and I'm literally doing the best I can. I really am. You know, I do therapy every week. I have a psychiatrist once a month. I go to AA meetings.
Good.
I do everything I can. I've always been into self-improvement. I've always been into seeing where my behavior is and where I can change. Am I a fucked up guy? Yeah. Do I have problems? Oh yeah. A lot of problemos. You know what I mean? But you know, so it's life. And from now on, I'm just not I think I'm unfuckable.
A lot of that was super genuine. I mean, I think they cut out a chunk where he was crying and they left in a chunk where his eyes were real watery and he's talking about like regret. That's real regret. That's God-given regret. He just got smacked in the face by the hand of Jesus right there. And those are good emotions. It's good to go through those things. Unfortunately, he's a little old to be like going through everything and being able to recover and you know, recoup with his girlfriend who's great to him and really get things back together again. I'd love to see him get back together with Khalyla because he's recently just gone on a hookup spree. There's clips of him on his Bad Friends podcast, so I'm going to pull up in a second, where he's just hooking up with people. There's all sorts of clips that I've left out where he's talking about going on tour and meeting up with different girls, and it's degeneracy a little bit. And there's a reason why he's so miserable with his love life right now, and I think we're listening to it.
Can we talk anything about love or dating or anything with you? Or
Oh, no, I have an update.
Let's give an update. Oh, hold on. Bobby Love update. It's a Bobby Love update. Bobby Love update. It's a Bobby Love update. Oh, the song isn't that long. We got to.
Oh, shit.
Sorry.
Okay, sorry. My bad.
What's an update? Let's go.
I'm going to die alone.
Shut up.
No, I'm done.
What do you mean you're done?
I realized I don't want to do it.
Yes, you do.
I don't know. Carlos, you get what I'm saying? No, here's what it is.
First of all, don't be on Carlos's
I know,
wavelength.
we're in the same
please,
tribe, dude.
Please.
Yeah.
He's on substances.
It's just, I can't do it.
What can't you do
Conversations.
with women?
Yeah, everything annoys me. I've never met anybody where I'm like, oh, I'm not annoyed.
You don't like small talk.
I don't like what they sometimes even have to say, even most of the time. You know?
Well,
I mean,
you have to be obsessed with them to
What?
be into it. I have to be like obsessed to be into it. If I'm
yeah,
not
yeah. I mean, it's like, you know.
you have to be in love?
I think it's just funny that Andrew Santino is the voice of reason here. It's no big shock, I suppose, with who's in the room. But he goes, you have to be in love to date someone or have a physical relationship with someone? As if that's not the way we all know it's supposed to be. Are we really to the point where we're just going to have frivolous physical relationships with anyone who we don't even know? And then when the consequences come around and we experience loneliness and sadness beyond our furthest comprehension, that we think we deserve more, even though we've taken the actions that have gotten us to where we are. I don't understand that, but I guess it's a trap we all fall into, even myself.
What do you mean obsessed? What a
like I have to have,
gross
like,
word.
Yeah, I have to have like a crush on them.
Yeah,
to be into
say
it.
that.
It's like, you know, when they say stuff like, you know, I love the fall when the leaves change color.
Lou, the guy, I have to be obsessed with them. Like, what a creep.
But I get what he's saying, though.
I have to want to stalk them.
Yeah, you have to have that.
That's actually true.
Crush. You have to have a crush.
A crush. Yeah, that's what it means. Yeah, not stock. Okay. Yeah. But when they say stuff like, you know, like the fall, the leaves change color. They say stuff like that. And you go, yeah.
But you don't like any of that.
No.
Yeah,
What
no,
kind of-
imagine actually liking someone enough to take them out and be interested in what they have to say. What a ridiculous concept. Most of this is all just joking and jiving and having fun, but I think they are really isolating an important thing about dating apps is that you could be talking to any number of people. And I think it definitely waters down your conversations a little bit. You're talking to 3 people at once. It's get to know you questions and small talk, and you have very little emotional investment or any kind of investment into these people that you've only just met over your phone, that it's hard to like care about anything that they're saying. I think that's a very valid point. It's one of the big issues that you see with like bulk dating, Costco style dating, and online dating apps. It's definitely very common. And especially with hookup culture, because if you're just hooking up with them and then not really talking to them or going out with them or investing into their future, then yeah, of course you don't give a crap what they say. They're going to say whatever they want in one ear out the other. You don't care. You're not invested in them. You just want physical gratification, and then you're on your merry way.
But here's the thing about young love, though.
Yeah.
I've been asking around to people, where has it gone
Young love?
for me?
Well, you're 52.
I know. I know. That's what I'm not saying. Young love.
Where's old love?
No. Yeah, old love. I'm just saying the feeling of like.
St. Andrew's retirement home is right down the street from me.
Yeah.
Come by sometime. And see
I know. What I'm saying is, the feeling of like you're in a pink cloud, butterflies.
you get you.
No, I
You
don't.
don't get that anymore?
You don't get it. I remember in your age, it was intense.
It's different.
It was like.
But you're feeling it for the first time.
Yeah, but it was just like, oh my God, this is it. This is, this is going to fulfill every
And it doesn't, does it?
dream. No, because it always, you always get betrayed.
It lets you down.
Yeah.
In some way, you're going to get let down. But
I want to, but what I'm saying is, I'm trying to find that in my life now.
you're going to get
That feeling.
you're
No,
gonna
I
get a
haven't
different-
felt that since I was their age.
You'll get a different version.
What
of
about
it.
Auntie Khalyla when you first met?
I did get it with her for a couple of years. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so
anyway-
one time I went to Disneyland with a bunch of friends, and we decided to get in the single rider line, and we went on a roller coaster like probably 20 times in a row. And by the 15th time, it gets pretty old. You don't get that thrilling level of excitement that you got the first 5 times that you got to go on it. That feeling of like, this is new and exhilarating and exciting and fun. It's exactly what he's talking about with relationships. And when with hookup culture, when you're hooking up with people every other week, multiple times a week, whatever it may be, that thrill, that excitement, the butterflies that you get about feeling those emotions towards a new person that you're learning about, they don't come as often. You literally can't get that reaction every single time consecutively. At some point, it's going to fade or dilute or get watered down just even a little bit. All right, that's pretty much all I got. I don't know. I thought this topic might have been interesting. I just wanted to get it all off my chest. Love Bobby Lee. No hate towards him. I'm sure he'll find happiness and love in his own life. Thank you so much for watching up until this point. Drop a follow. Drop the like. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you want extra content, I do have a Patreon link. It'll be linked below in the comments. So much love, guys. Have a good one.